2, actor Cho Jin Woong will be on the stage to precede the celebrities session. So please wait for a while. Then we will kick off the celeb session without further ado.
네, 자 그럼 이제
Thank you for your patience. Let us start this celeb session, the dream towards new innovation and fly forward. Let's welcome actor Cho Jin Woong with a round of applause.
네, 안녕하십니까.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cho Jin Woong, an actor of Korea. It's nice to meet you, and honestly, I don't know what to do, and I just came here to say hi. So this is an expo of startups. Congratulations on this big event, and I wish you success. So did you start your own company, all of you? You did? Because I started my own company in 2018. I built a company called JWENT, a production company. And there's this story that I want to share with you. And I shared my story before this stage with other directors and producers, and they were like, "Oh, it's boring. It's not that fun." They weren't curious enough. So I think, well, I built my own company because I wanted to share my stories, and I'm regretting right now a little bit. Why did I start my own company? I could have just stayed an actor. I could have remained an actor. Why did I start my own company in this harsh environment, and why am I struggling? But to be honest, I don't have regrets that much right now. I am not fearful. Because if you have a dream, if you have a vision, be confident about your dreams and visions. My dream is to meet as many audiences as possible through my movies and films. So do you have your dream? Because I am rushing towards my dream without any fear. And I'm sure you will do the same for your dream. Well, starting your company is not easy. There's no one supporting your dream because it's about zero-sum game. We have this big pie, and if you start your own company, then other people's share will decrease. But I don't believe that's true, because my story, my experience will become a great source of inspiration for anyone who's hesitating to start their own companies. So I encourage you to start your own company. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. Just go for your objective, go for your dreams. So let us start the session with a big shout out to ourselves. Yet that's the spirit that we need. You have to have this fighting spirit to get through the obstacles. So there are a lot of actors and people who started their own companies, production companies. So I started this company amid the COVID situation or just before the COVID situation, and people are like, why? Why did you do that? Because a lot of them closed their company. They had to shut down their company, and there are a lot of seniors in my industry that I respect a lot. And he said, well, producers, these production companies have become refugees. And 2 years have passed since then, and COVID pandemic is not over yet, and you are wearing your mask still. And before coming onto the stage, I have to wear my masks. But there's nothing we can do about this COVID situation, because humanity, we always have been getting through a series of crises. So do we have to stop here? Do we have to be stopped by this COVID situation? We do our things every day. We live our days having hopes in our mind, in our heart. So humanities have prospered through crisis. We've continued ourselves through a set of crises. We can do this. I can do it, and you can do it. We can do it. So starting a company is not about decreasing the shares of the pie. It's about coexistence. It's about growing the pie. So my small lecture here, my small story here doesn't mean anything significant, but I have one purpose here. I'd like to encourage you to stay true to our essential self. That is one drive engine for us to survive and prosper. I'll keep acting. I will keep producing with all myself, with all the dedication and commitment I can muster up, and I'll keep learning. Without that, my existence will not have any meaning. And of course, we have a pioneer. These pioneers, I never call them someone who will take the shares out of me. They are teachers. I'm always open to learning from them. And recently, I finished shooting this movie called Dokjan 2. And if you look at the first series, the last scene was in Norway. So it was really a hard experience for me. So Norway has a population of 5.5 million, and only 200 Koreans are living in Norway. So there's no direct flight between Korea and Norway. So there's always this way around some other places and countries. And I too had to go to Doha first, and then to Oslo. And then it took about 4 hours, additional hours from Oslo to the shooting place. So 4 hours, 7 hours, and then 4 hours again. And if you add waiting hours at the airport, it's 25 hours. And they asked me to go to Norway again, because we have to start from the last scene of the first movie. And I went there again, and it's not exotic anymore. You know, at the first visit, I was like, wow, this is Norway. This is exotic. I love it. But on my second visit, it wasn't really mysterious anymore. And of course, I asked my manager, how's it? And he's like, wow, I'm here in the Northern Europe. So that was me at my first visit. So if you think about this more generally, there are followers. There are second-timers. And I am a second-timer, right? And I think I did quite well, quite better compared to my first visit. So my feeling of curiosity and this exotic feeling, exotic sense of this country, it's not there anymore, but I did it better. I've been to many shooting places, I've been to many shooting sites, but if you do it better, if you can do it better compared to the first time, then you don't need this mysterious feelings anymore. And this second movie will not be released in the movie theater. It's going to be released in Netflix. So I suggested that let's have a premiere, because I want to meet this audience. I want to see their reaction. And this producer, A producer of Believer 2 said, okay, let's do that. So having a premiere for a movie that's gonna be released only through the OTT platform, including Netflix, I think it's gonna be a really fun experience. And the audience, the reaction will be very unique. So this is also a challenge for me, right? New opportunity. So it's all about your spirit. It's all about your mindset. So what were you thinking when you started your own company? So you make a first step. You started it anyhow, and you have to make a step forward from that point on. So this first step and steps that follow that first step are important. So you have to be true to yourself in every step you make. You have to be committed to your steps. So what I am saying to you right now, and as you started with this good fighting spirit, I'd like to end my story with the same fighting spirit. Thank you.
네,
So actually, we are full of passion, and I do myself for cheering up myself. And please give him a big round of applause once again. Thank you so much for taking part in this event out of your hectic schedule. And actually, we have seamless session, and we do have 1 hour break. And next session is followed by the session 2 title under the theme of what kind of opportunities are sought after by Asian global VCs in times of crisis. And we'll meet you again at 13:30, 1:30 p.m. KST.